Shalom, man. Like you know me from this the Black 500ism channel, Black 50 really, but we only do positive videos, man. We only do videos that make sense because if you log on to our videos, we want you to understand what we saying. Everything is fact. We want to present it like it is. Okay, so I'm gonna let y'all see this video, and I'm gonna present this like it is. Okay, all right.
In what is guaranteed to be a moment of concern for investors and U.S. currency watchers, according to Press TV, Iran and Russia have ceased using the U.S. dollar for trade between the two nations. Iranian ambassador to Moscow, Saeed Reza Sajadi, says the countries will instead be using their own currencies, the ruble and the rial, to conduct trade with each other. This move was decided upon by Russia's President Dmitry Medvedev and Iran's President Mahmoud Ahmadinejad in a close.
You know what that means, right? You know, you don't wait for a hurricane to come and then go buy shutters. All right. This February the 1st, this the up to date news, 2012. The U.S. dollar is officially dumped by Russia, China, and Iran as they standard currency to do trade with. So you know what that means? The U.S. dollar is losing value at a rapid pace, and other countries are joining in. For us in this western part who depend on the US dollar like that's something, whoa. Remember now, we don't grow our own food, and now the US dollar collapsing. So now people, it's time to wake up. It's time to look into these things on your own, and then decide which direction you can take, because this is very important. And World War III is about to happen, so we have plenty of things to get ready for.
Discussion at the 11th meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization last June. Iran says it will no longer accept the US dollar as payments for its oil shipments to India, China, and Japan. As you will recall, in November 2010, both Russia and China stopped using the US dollar for trade with each other. On the part of China, it was retaliation for a recent round of quantitative easing that was directed towards weakening the currency. This occurred when the US was falsely claiming that China was engaged in currency manipulation because they refused to devalue their currency for US benefit. As a
You gotta realize the United States don't have no natural resources. The natural resources is just the military industrial complex. What Eisenhower warned you all about back in the early 1900 and 19 and 20 something, back in them time. He warned you all. You understand? That to be careful of the military industrial complex. That's all y'all have now. All y'all industries outsourced. Y'all car industry gone. Y'all manufacturing industry gone. Y'all only could make weapons. Y'all is the weapon branch of the British government that controls the world militarily through the Washington, the city of Columbia, Wash District of Columbia. Okay? So that's all y'all is. The whole United States just a war. They have trains moving. They have trains moving. Tanks right now as we speak today. Miles and miles of tanks. Why all these new tanks if war isn't happening? Going to happen? Why? Because you don't have to be a rocket scientist to figure out. You read the trends like Gerald Clemente, and you follow the trends and you see what the trends lead up to. If you see 5 miles of tanks on a track, going down the track. You think they made them to go for children to go play in? Huh? Don't be an ass. They make them for war. So definitely they can use them. So I got a video I can post that later and let y'all see the tanks for February. This month. Tanks moving in the western part of the United States heading for the coastline to be shipped off. So this is what's happening, okay?
Iran is currently being threatened with war because they won't give up a nuclear weapons program they don't have. It would seem like a wise move on their part, since they lack the firepower to actually harm the U.S. for its unjust sanctions. An economic-style slight would seem to be in order. The
Just want to say, who give the U.S. rights to put sanction on anybody? Huh? Who even give you people rights to even say you know, talk sanctions because you people, you came off a ship, all right, from Europe, running from King Edward or King George, whoever you was running from, one of your kings. Y'all didn't pay tax. All the thieves and murderers came to the U.S. What y'all do to the Indians? Round them up and kill them. Then y'all wasn't happy that you was too lazy and weightless to work, so y'all gonna get slaves to build y'all empire. The Negroes, the Israelites, the Hebrew Jews, y'all bring in. And now you see everything is backfiring on y'all. Ain't nothing lasts forever. Okay? You come with Christianity talk and swing the people and do wars and create wars and perpetuate wars and lie and thief and murder. Now coming back to haunt you, like Jeremy Wright say, the roost, the nest, whatever, is coming home to roost. The chicken, they come home to roost. You know, so good for y'all.
US dollar is the world's trading and current reserve currency. And like all forms of currency, including gold, the less people use it, the less value it has. It's a completely artificial construct. It only has power so long as people believe in it,
Right.
like a religion. In the ongoing situation between the US and Iran, Russia has come out firmly against the sanctions that have been placed upon their very important trading partner. They're particularly opposed to the measures that target the country's central bank and financial institutions. Russia's also repeatedly called for a peaceful solution to the nuclear situation. This move is expected to weaken the US dollar further.
Hey man, this just a last hand ditch land grab, resource grab from around the world, man. And look who's doing it. All the Edomites, the white people, hungry for the world last resources because that's all they believe in. They don't reverence the earth as a living being that needs nurturing too. They don't reverence that the chosen people of Yahweh Shah needs to be put back in its rightful place in order for this world to come in balance. Because the universe really revolves around the 12 tribe of Israel. It really does. If our condition worsens, the world worsens. You know? You understand me? So we gotta wake up, man. You know, these people don't care. You understand? They only after the last resources of the world. And it even ain't all about money. It's who could control the population of the world and kill at will and eugenics at will and just pure darkness at will. So this where we at.
Countries now either have or are considering dumping the US dollar as its currency of trade. The writing on the wall has become more legible with each passing day. The world has grown weary of US military tactics to prop up its dying financial system, and the world.
They always want to use some type biblical term, the writing on the wall. Should Christ write on the wall and show the people? But these people know exactly what's happening. But that biblical term he used, that referred to the black man. They know that's y'all stuff. They don't really believe in that. They using that as a term, quote, quote, right on the wall for you to get a picture of something. They don't really understand the significance that happened. But if he listen to himself and he say right on the wall, he'll read the signs and know that the time has come for them.
Capitalist system in general. More and more countries are joining the push to remove U.S. interests out of their countries. The situation is almost guaranteed to come to violence as the U.S. empire becomes weaker and weaker in an attempt to save itself.
I can move him from there.